This is Behind the Brand, and today we're stepping into the freaking world of drip clothing. We're talking about a brand that's an absolute local legend. This guy is global, and it's mind-blowing how he pulled 10K in a single day, right in London's Hatton Garden, one of the richest jewelry spots on the planet. And it doesn't just stop there. His gear is on celebrities, musicians, Instagram famous icons, you name it. See, when you wear drip, you're not just wearing clothes, you're stepping into a lifestyle that's larger than life. And today, we're going behind the scenes for drip clothing. We want to get behind the brand of drip clothing and ask the questions that are pertinent to him so you can understand a little bit more behind the success, the failures, and get some inspiration to help you, especially if you have a brand. So let's get straight into it.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time out to sit down with us here in your HQ. The van is beautiful. It's a representation and a statement of everything that you've come through the last couple of years. We want to get straight into it with where the brand started from the beginning, how you started it, how you came up with the name, the birth of drip clothing.
Drip came from a dream. The brand, it came from a dream. You know, in the middle of the night, I had a dream, and I'm like, you know what? You know, the dream was basically drip was in my dream, and it was like, all right, cool. How do I make a brand out of this? What do I call it? So, you know, at first it was like drip this, drip that, drip this, drip that. And then it was like, all right, name it in something like French or Italian to give it that foreign type of thing. And then I was speaking to one of my friends, and one of my friends, a girlfriend, that was like, you know, she's good at, fashion as well. She was just like, why didn't you just make it look foreign? And that's where the upside down came. You know, the upside down R came into it, you know, and gave it that weird look. Like it was like something not from here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then, man. And then, and it was just putting it together. I mean, dynamically with my eyes, I like things to look symmetrical. So, you know, I made sure it looked a certain type of way from the beginning. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Your brand's been going since 2019. Have you ever felt like throwing in the towel?
Nah, never. It's in me, innit? It doesn't feel like work. Feels like fun, having fun with it.
This is just what you're doing on a daily basis. Yeah. That's crazy. You know, work doesn't feel like work when you just like, when it's just what you're doing every day. Imagine you just living your life and just making money off of it. Yeah,
that's simple as it is. Man makes money of being cool. Man's naturally cool. You know what I'm saying? Man can actually fly. You know what I mean? So, man can make anything look good.
So your brand's been going since 2019. 2019 up until now, 6 years. Would you say you've made any mistakes, any regrets, any drops that you wish you never had done? Talk to us about, you know, oftentimes people like to see the highlights and the great things about the brand. Tell us about some of the challenging times that you've had running your brand.
Everything was challenging, especially when you start in something you didn't go to school for. You're just freestyling. You know, you're going to make mistakes, but you're going to have to be okay with making mistakes. You're going to have to, don't ever get to thinking like wanting to be perfect or everything to be perfect. Just be releasing, just get it going. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing ever is perfect. What you think is perfect ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? And what you think is not good is good. Yeah. So to someone else is going to look at it and be like, yo, we're just outside right now just making content on the main road.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is real life. This ain't no stage. We didn't have to go into a mad studio and stage something that ain't natural. This is natural. So, you know what I'm saying? So people need to think not too deep into things, you know what I'm saying? Don't think too deep into it. Don't just let your inner self create what you're creating. Yeah. The mistakes are gonna come. You're never gonna know what is right. As you're doing it, you're gonna be making mistakes, but learn from your mistakes and just, try and clean up as you're going. You know what I mean?
And I guess speaking about mistakes and speaking about, overcoming those challenges, for you personally, what would you say that having the right people around you, surrounding yourself with the right kind of people that have the right kind of attitude, would you say that did that has that played a big part on your success? I see you around Hatton Garden,
Yeah.
big spenders, people with big money.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about maybe business partners or friends that you've had around you that's been like, you know what, I've had to cut out that side because that hasn't really helped my brand to get where it's going.
Hard work pays. So if you're not looking to do hard work, you're not going to get paid. A lot of people have that imagination, but they ain't got the drive, innit? They ain't got the work. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things that man's gone through is all lessons, you know, people. And yes, obviously, if you put yourself around positive things, obviously you're going to do well. And, you know, and then, but it's knowing when you're not around positive things, you have to cut that, because that is a killer. That will kill passion. That will kill dreams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, not everyone's going to see the same dream. And that's okay. It's okay. You just got to know what you're on. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a hard worker and you're around things that are not hard working, then you need to take yourself away from it. You know, you only need yourself to start.
Trust me.
You know, if you see a man, I'll give you a gem. If you see a man in the park running every day, 365 days, you can put your money on him, because you've seen him every single day.
I'm seeing him do the work.
And you're seeing him do the work. But then there's another man that's not done the work. You can't put your money on him.
No.
So, you've got to do the work. No matter how long it takes. Just got to do the work.
We were talking about that on the way here. We're talking about work will win when wishy-washy wishing won't. A lot of people just want to like, or they dream about it and they don't go out and do the work. Like,
Yeah.
It's important to go out there and do the work. Even today, we're out here. What day is it today? Remind people.
This is Christmas Eve.
This is Christmas Eve. We're
Yeah.
out here. This is the real, you know, struggle and the grind that you get it. Let's get into a little bit more. I know we're sort of going a little bit back into sort of like your brand, but I want people to understand the history behind your brand, and you know, to get to know you and sort of who you are. Before you started Drip, before people knew about the brand, who were you? Like, what would people say about you? And what do we need to understand about who you are, the upbringing you had, to really understand the brand?
Oh, I wouldn't say that, because I mean, before the brand, there's me in it. You know, I grew up Southeast London, and you know, my grandma raised me, so it's not really much she could do. She could just keep the lights on. It got to a certain age, and I had to make it as a man myself. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, not having things is skills that you find your way of trying to make do with what you have. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I wasn't really one of those guys that had much money growing up. Family didn't have that. So what thing I did know how to do was make whatever I had look good. So that's the skill. That's those skills from a young child not having, and figuring out how you're gonna not have but still make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So so like I said, I used to go certain places and I'll find something that was basic and turn it into something that looks sick. So yeah, I think those are the skills of what developed man into being so wavy and drippy, how man is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Having to use man's mind to make something out of nothing.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. All right, so we've gone a little bit back into sort of who you are and sort of how the brand has grown and sort of the mistakes and the highlights that you've seen. Talk to me a little bit about, let's get into a little bit more of the glitz and glam of the brand, right? So we spoke a little bit about this before, but I wanted to know how much money, what's the most amount of money that you've made just off of Drip? Forget about everything else you're doing, just off of Drip clothing. What's the most amount of money you've made in one single day?
I made a 10K in one day. Yeah. I've made 10K in one day.
You mentioned that was on this street, right?
Yeah, it's on the
back
street,
of this van.
this legendary Hatton street, man. At the back of the van, man.
That's it.
Big spenders come down there. So,
Trust it.
you know what I mean?
And what's the most amount of money you've made in a whole month? Let's say if you were to rack up your best month.
In a whole month, like I said, I've made about, I've made about an 80 in a month.
80.
Yeah.
80. Jeez. Guys, you heard it here yourself.
Numbers, man. Big numbers.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Big up yourself, man. Trust me,
Yeah.
because to make that in a whole month, you got.
But I was out every day.
Yeah, bro, you
I was
said,
out
bro.
every day.
You spoke
That
about
wasn't
the
even-
person jogging around
Yeah,
every
I was
single
out every
day.
day,
So you
so-
were that person jogging
Yeah.
every single day.
I was out every
That's
day,
it.
man. Yeah.
Well done, man. Congrats. That's big. Name the top 3 UK brands.
Top 3 UK brands.
Yeah.
I'll name myself.
Go on. So, Drip,
Drip London, Trapstar,
Trapstar,
and Extremes.
and Extremes. That's
Yeah.
the second time he's mentioned Extremes. We have to make sure we put. Yeah, definitely. We have to
Nah,
look out for
Extremes
Extremes.
is-
Yeah, this is
Extremes
some
is-
real promo for Extremes.
I don't get excited about much UK brands. But when I talk about,
Is it a friend or?
it's a friend. He's a friend. Definitely a friend. You know what I'm saying? And he's definitely helped me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I've learned a lot from him.
Okay. Sick.
You know what I'm saying?
Sick.
So I'm Mr. Drip, and I've learned from him.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying?
He must be doing science.
Nah, he's talented. He's talented. He's definitely talented.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me, what's the worst UK trend? Like the street, like when it comes to streetwear, what's the worst UK streetwear trend?
I can't even say that because that's defeating wave, innit? Wave could be so many things. What you don't think is wavy could be wavy
Exactly.
to somebody else, innit? So it's hard to say that because, like I said, I've seen something. When I saw Yeezys or Balenciaga triple S's, I was like, what the hell? But I got involved. I got involved in it. So
I go all over your Instagram, your socials. I see so many celebrities in Drip, from like the likes of Davido. I've seen like so many artists and musicians.
yeah.
So many celebrities. How important would you say those relationships are with like celebrities and getting your clothes onto them to the success of your brand? What would you say the correlation of that is?
You gotta let it be natural, man. You know, like even like with Davido, I don't know him, but I bumped into him, and I've always got Drip on deck. So I made a quick care package, and like I said, he was wearing that straight away, man. It's the wave, innit?
Yeah.
You get me? Who ain't gonna wear the wave? You know what I'm saying? So, and it's as simple as it is. If you're doing the work, those opportunities will come. You know what I'm saying? And it weren't off the back of he was doing it because he's my friend. He was wearing it because it was wavy.
Yeah. Are you traveling all over the States, here in the UK? In terms
Yeah.
of the market, the UK market versus the US market, what would you say? Would you say there's any differences to the UK market and the US market?
The difference between the UK market and the US market is that America's they've got a better eye on things, I would say, because the UK has to wait for someone. They're a bit scared to take a chance on something that maybe everyone else ain't doing. Whereas the American market, they're always looking for something new and wavy. They will support it straight away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as you've seen in the past histories, a lot of people that's done well in the UK had to go to another country to be successful. But their own people...
Musicians do that.
Yeah.
Artists, yeah.
A lot of artists had to do that. So it's like, why? When the wave comes from here as well. It don't matter where you're from. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the UK is too judgmental. It's too judgmental here. Whereas America's not so judgmental. You know, if they see your stuff and they like it, they don't care where you're from.
Yeah, that's...
You know what I'm saying? Whereas the UK, it's a lot of isms and schisms that comes with it.
Trust me.
So
2026 is just around the corner. We're about 7 days away here, about a week away from 2026.
Yeah.
What have we got to look forward to from Drip London in 2026? You've killed it the last couple of years. Actually, since you started, what's 2026 got to offer?
just a whole load of fly shit. A whole load of fly
We're
shit,
looking
man.
forward to that.
Yeah, because it's only getting better.
Trust you.
It's only getting bigger.
Trust you.
So you already know, you know, and it's in man. Like you don't need to understand man's decades in this, in age. You know what I'm saying? So, and man still fly.
Trust
Man
me.
ain't let age take man at all.
Trust
You know what
me.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things coming, man. I don't want to talk too much, but yeah, more wave.
Well, we copped a couple pieces here today.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you
and,
see, we got the trunk.
yeah.
We got the trunk, man.
Yeah. Can't wait for that one for sure.
We got the trunk, man.
So we will be definitely here to support. We'll definitely come back
Yeah.
and hit you up for sure. But apart from that, we just want to say a massive thank you for giving us the time
Yeah, man. Love my G.
to come in and to see you. I know you're a busy man,
Yeah.
busy schedule, hard to lock down.
Yeah.
But as soon as I said, you know, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm trying to get into, straight away, you're ready to support. So I appreciate
Come on,
that.
man. Anytime, man.
All right, listen, Drip London, we've just finished the interview right now. He made us come all the way down from East London to Hatton Garden. He's treated us, he's literally shown us around. We've met uncut jewelers as well. They've shown some love, given us some words of advice. The interview has been absolutely crazy, spat some crazy gems, being about being consistent. Put your trust in a man before you put your trust in a brand. We've had a fantastic time here. We're signing out, branded, behind the brand. We're gonna keep doing it. Peace out from us. Peace, one.
I've been snapping since the 2010s. Somebody tell them to stop.